Let's see. Okay, well, the guest we had a minute ago was having technical issues either on my side or her side. I'm not sure. Hopefully they come back and I'm not sitting here just talking to just me and you, Snazzy. Thank you for joining my stream. So I really don't know what I think about the cameras at this point. There it seems to be a discrepancy between the two websites. The Cow Fire and the other one takes time. Yeah, I'm not really trying to like grow a huge channel. I'm really not. I've done like TikTok lives in the past, like years ago, and it's lame there. So I'd much rather, talk about this stuff on here. Um, like I'm not even trying to monetize or any of that stuff. I literally just wanted a place to be able to come and talk about it because many times I want to get up on panel in other people's lives and they don't see like the chat is like flying. So let me see. Okay, I don't know where Sleuthie is at. Stormy, if you're still listening or watching, let me see. Let me add you to the stream. Oh, hello?
Hi. Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, I can hear you too.
Yay.
I'm trying to get Sleuthie in here, but I don't know where she's at.
Mm-hmm.
She might be in Zav Girls live, but she was also trying to figure this out too. So I was like, well, I already have StreamYard, so let me go, set it
Mm-hmm.
up. But now she's not replying.
Oh no. She might have
Um,
got on another one or got sidetracked, you know. Yeah, it made me log in weird this time.
really?
So I don't know. Yeah, it was just different. I don't know if it's my phone. It didn't save my username and password and all that stuff. So
Or it might be, I mean, I'm on a different laptop, but my StreamYard doesn't change. Like I just log into my StreamYard. So I don't know. That's weird.
mm-hmm. Yep. Well, I hope she gets on and joins you.
I
I can
know.
only stay on a few minutes because I got to go to
No, yeah,
bed. But
that's fine. I know she just wanted to
but
mainly talk about those posts that she just posted because she's trying to
hmm
figure it out also.
yeah, it's interesting. So fill me in again. Like I saw all the things about the webcam, the fire cam, and then she said someone hiked there and they took pictures from there. So what's the deal? Or is it like is she trying to say that it's not the right angle or what's going
Okay,
on?
so right here, she was like, okay, so on each picture there's explanations. So like right here, I'm trying to zoom in a little bit. This is the hard part. Oh my gosh. Okay. You might not be able to see it that well, but it says, so there are two towers. This one is lined up closest to Prosser, but no cameras are on this one. If I'm facing the two towers and Prosser Lake is to my right, this tower is at about the 2 o'clock position. The next tower I will show you is at about the 10 o'clock position. And again, the above tower is more in line with Prosser at about 2 o'clock position. So this tower actually doesn't even have cameras on it, which is weird.
Okay.
We thought it
Oh,
did. And then this one says, this is the tower with the camera. Zoom in and you can see the camera on the left. You can see the small building below the tower, and the tower from the first picture is towards me on the right on the hill. So I don't even, where would the camera be? Oh, right here. Small on the screen,
yeah.
but it's right there. So this one has the camera. And then these were the views. This is where I was kind of confused.
Is that a view from the person who was standing there and like took a picture in that direction?
Yeah, I'm guessing this is the person that hiked up there.
Okay.
So yeah, so this camera faces away from Prosser, just like the live footage on the Alert Wildfire. So remember, there was an Alert Wildfire, and then there was Alert California. There were two sites. I don't know if you knew that. The one that
Okay.
the one that SF posted was Alert Wildfire. So when we were going to it, we were like not able to find anything, and then Zav Girl was live and she found the Alert California site, and that's where we were able to find the archives. So
Okay.
yeah, so it makes me think that he's up to something. I don't know. But basically, it says the tower would block the camera on the Prosser side. Below are images from ground level. Compare these to the actual video footage, and they're really close. There's no way that,
Oh.
yeah, there's no way that footage is actually from a camera on the tower, because you would be able to see up and over the first landmass to clearly see the road into the water. The camera was probably placed in a tree near the tower, about 5 to 10 feet from ground level, and filmed from there, not the tower. So that was
God,
interesting. So, yeah, it's a
that
lot.
is. Why does everything have to be so complicated? Every
With this
single thing
face,
always brings up more questions.
right? And then she had
Hmm.
posted, let's see, I'm gonna go back to this other one because I didn't get a chance to look at this one. So this one, she says, this is the article I pulled up from the site, um, where you were able to view archived footage. We are looking at footage from 8/6/2022. The site and cameras weren't even up and running or announced until over a month later.
Hmm.
And I think I had clicked on it earlier, and it brings you to this.
So they weren't. So they supposedly weren't in active. They weren't active in
Right.
on August 5th and 6th.
That's what I'm thinking. And then, but then I'm okay. Like I clicked on it. Why isn't it showing? Oh,
Yeah, I
because
just
it's one of
still
those
see
news.
Sleepy's post.
I know it's a dang article. Um, Let me open it and. Okay, I have to share each tab. It's so annoying. Oh, look, Sleuthy's here. Yay.
Hi, Sleuthy.
Hey, Sleuthy.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you all?
Good. Trying to figure out how to work this stuff.
I just sent you a link. I don't know if that helps. If you can just maybe click open the link.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know anything about this.
It's very confusing.
I don't
Let me see.
either. I'm kind of here for moral support.
I
Yes,
feel like
thank you.
probably if I were to like make a video slideshow kind of thing and just
Mm,
pause it, that would probably be easier for me. But I know people would rather see the sites. I don't
yeah.
know.
Hmm.
But Scott H commented on that. Well, one of them, I don't know, maybe the article post, I'm not sure, but he was like, is it possible that it was a beta version?
Hmm.
And Autumn told me in Zab's live just a bit ago that I forget his name, but I would know it if I heard it. But anyway, he called his friend, I guess, and said that the new site wasn't supposed to show archived footage. That's like just for them.
Oh.
And so when people started talking about it, they went in and took it. Like they didn't take it down because they were collecting it or it was evidence or anything like that. Like you shouldn't be able to pull any archived footage at all anymore.
Oh, see, that's what I was wondering. I was wondering if when they did the new site, if they just, carried over everything and those archives were there. That's what I was wondering.
Yeah. I wonder, maybe I'll click in there and see if it affected all cameras. But wait a minute. No. Because Zav says she's on it right now. I'm pretty sure. So it's back up. So it couldn't have been an accident. I don't know what's going on.
I don't either.
I literally don't even like have an opinion about this. I just, you know how I am, Daisy. I just gathered
Yeah.
stuff. I thought, well, this is really interesting. And that person, that local, she went and hiked all the way up to the cameras. Like,
Wow.
she's
That
too
was
scared.
awesome.
Yeah, she doesn't want anybody to know who she is. But
Right.
she's like, can you please put this out there? you know,
I mean, that's interesting because the part where you said that, or where she put the caption about how the cameras would have been able to capture the actual road,
right.
because they would have been way up there.
Well, and I haven't gone through everything she said yet, but because there's a lot. She called me beforehand, but she's like, you're not going to understand until I send you all the pictures. And she sent me like pictures of her map where she's actually standing, and it pins where she is. And she's saying, so apparently it's like a gated facility. Like, hold on, let me find it exactly. She says like a gated neighborhood.
Oh, where the
Yeah.
cameras are?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Let me go look for it.
So my question is,
Go
what is the
ahead.
department that has, like, what is the department that runs these cameras, and how could the police not have known that they existed back in August, after August 6th, for them to check and look? Wouldn't that be the first thing that they would look for if they knew that there were cameras like that and that they were pointed in that general direction? Wouldn't that be one of the first places they would look at that point?
I know.
And why didn't they?
That's what's so confusing about all of this stuff with this camera. It's like I don't know what to think. I do remember, Sleuth, and you can probably confirm. I know that when SF dropped his tweet, the link that he dropped was the alert fire or whatever. Like, it wasn't the correct one, because I was in Zab Girl's live that night, and that's when she was like, it wasn't working or whatever. So then she typed in different stuff, and Alert California came up, and that's when she was able to access the archives. So I don't get why the alert wildfire or whatever was dropped. You know what I mean? Like, we weren't able to do anything on that site.
No, you can't. It's
Right.
that alertca.live is the ones where you could. But if you notice, the entire article, all it says is live camera feed. It says nothing of archived. It does not say anything about you can go back and look up, a fire from a month ago or anything like that. It all says live feeds. But that would be interesting if he really did post the wildfire, because he told everybody about the footage, but you can't pull it from that link.
Right.
So to provide that link and say he's seen the footage, it didn't come from that link.
Yep. And I have it somewhere. I wasn't ready for this, so I don't have it like on my desktop, but I do have it somewhere.
I thought you were doing a dry run.
This is me just diving in, Sleuthie.
I thought we were just gonna click around and.
Okay, we can, but all right, let me go back. See, this is the thing with StreamYard. Okay, let me take this down, and then I'll pick up. Oh, I can't get to that tweet. Okay, I have to go to Discord. Hold on. Oh my goodness, I don't see how these people do this for like hours and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, I guess if you have like a bunch of people that just keep talking back to you, I guess, but
yeah, then it's probably a lot easier.
But like, I'm tired. I don't know when they sleep. Like I usually like in my bed with like my little pen and my iPad, and I just look up stuff till I fall asleep. I'm
Yeah.
kind of trapped on here, you know?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I'm trying to find it, guys.
I'm the
Did you
same way,
send me?
Sleuthy. I'm definitely lay in the bed and dig through my phone at night, kind of
And then I
sleuth
have like,
and go to sleep.
I have like, then I have like dreams about whatever it is that I was looking at. Sometimes it's okay, but other times I wake up and I'm like, what the fuck? What's happening?
Oh,
That like falling when you're falling.
oh, I
Mhm.
hate that. I hate that. Okay, I'm getting to it.
So she says, did you send me that invite, Daisy?
Which one?
Did you send it to my DM on Discord so I could dump all that stuff in all these screenshots? Because then you could pull them up.
I dumped. Yeah, I put them all in your DMs. But that was the Megan stuff that I dumped.
I'm going to send you, I'm just going to send it to you on Twitter. So she says, at one point she says that it's not even the right Alder Hill.
What?
Okay, so she says, this is the Alder Hill in Truckee. Let me get it pulled up and I'll send it to you.
So, is there a different Alder Hill? Multiple Alder Hills?
Well, she says this is the Alder Hill in Truckee. And then she sends 2 screenshots. And then she says, below is the Alder Hill for the alleged camera source footage. Nowhere near Truckee. The source used was already a lie without all the rest of what I shared with you. Like apparently the camera, the Alder Hill, wherever it is. But you know, there's that Tahoe Donner camera too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was confusing. I saw some of the postings, about that in Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting. But it was also
Well,
confusing.
yeah, because like no one was talking about it. And then when I went on the site myself and I'm like clicking around, I'm like, wait a minute. This one literally says Tahoe Donner. Why are we not looking at this one?
Right.
It's
And
just
wasn't there a
weird.
question of the mileage, like how close that one is compared to the one that is supposedly on Alder Hill? One was closer than the other.
Yeah, and I feel like one's always pointed there.
I don't know.
Like
I don't know which one
like
was
this
supposed.
like this one's not always pointed there. It like literally changes the next. It was there for like a day. It was so random.
Mm-hmm.
That is very weird.
Mm-hmm. And what is the date that this footage surfaced? Like, do you remember? Just a week ago, a few days ago? What was it?
I haven't seen his Twitter.
And why did it take almost 2 months? Like, if this was, I just keep going back to that. If it was a thing and it was live and it was readily available, I mean, I'm not discounting it. I'm just saying that, that's a big deal. If the police didn't know about it and view it, I mean, when you're looking for someone and they were in their vehicle, the first thing you look for are cameras, to view. So I don't understand why that wasn't viewed.
I mean, I guess maybe it was.
Maybe it was. Maybe we just don't know it was. I don't know, but yeah.
I feel
And then
like
of
it was
course
all
maybe it was viewed the way that it was, like in the raw footage, just as is. And all these people have manipulated it to
true.
to have they layered it on top of daylight so you could see it better.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it clearer. And I guess the police don't do that, that's so interesting that
No,
regular
but
people can do it
yeah.
better.
And they're just trying to see.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're not trying to solve a crime. They're just trying to see better.
Right.
I also feel like I feel like this getting brought up was very much like, I could have swore, and I could be wrong, but I could have swore at some point I saw a screenshot of his. Maybe they put it in my thread somewhere. And they were like, he was saying, something to the effect of, I'm just going to keep putting out information such as these cameras, basically to egg on the police department to speak. Like, it almost sounded like he was talking about, I don't know, it's all very confusing because you literally can't, Jagger was doing the same thing today. You can't say it was an accident and then like say that somebody's hiding something, or like you can't be convinced that it's an accident and then say that people are doing things that are wrong and try to force out information on an accident. Like what was the point of it? And then everyone's looking and he's like, that's not even her car. Her car is 20 minutes later or whatever.
Yeah, that was very, very weird. Like this whole thing is just weird in the timing. And here's the tweet I was telling you about. So you can see he has the alert wildfire. That's what we were all clicking on.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Because you can't pull the footage from there.
Nope, it doesn't go to it. It's
and that was the first tweet. So that was October 5th. So that answers my question about when it was, because I just needed to get it straight in my head. And so that's 2 months. 2 months after the fact. It's interesting.
Yeah.
And also, streaming resolution, not the raw file. So, like, but that live view of the camera wouldn't have even been pointed at the lake. So, I'm not understanding. It's so like riddly and like, I know this kind of thing. It just, I don't know. It's just say what you mean, please, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Right. There's no time for all of that vagueness. And no.
Truly. And if you're going to like then go back after people have been like going over and over and over the footage, don't turn around then like a week later and be like, you're not looking at the right thing. Well, just tell us what the timestamp is the second you tell us about it. I don't know. And the peninsula, I'm still not convinced. I mean, I would like to see the view of like what it would look like to drive out on the peninsula. Like, how do we know that's not what we're looking at?
Right? That's what
I know. That would be really great if you could get someone to reenact it without, safely, without actually going into the water and, view it from that camera.
Well, I guess the problem is that girl, she's not going to climb a tower, and I don't want her to. But that tree was in the way. But if you were up, say, 10 feet higher, it would probably be out of the way. You would be able to see where she went in. But I don't know that you'd be able to see the peninsula. Like the angle just, it's close, but it just doesn't look right. And it's not going to move up or down. I know the bubble spins, but the camera itself does not like swing around the tower, and it doesn't go up and down the tower.
Right. So, okay, this picture right here, this is what I was wondering. What are we looking at right here?
See that tree to the left that's completely in the way of everything?
Yeah.
If you were to cut the top of that tree out, right, put your cursor on there. Yeah, right there. Back where you were is where the point is that she would have went off.
Oh, so like right here?
Yes.
So, wow.
Okay, because I was looking beyond that, and you see the other peninsula way in the back. Behind
I was looking at that too
way back there. That's where I was looking at first. Okay, so I'm glad you said that, because I was looking at the wrong peninsula.
Yeah. So you couldn't see the peninsula unless, like I said, if it was 10, 15, 20 feet higher, maybe you could. I don't know, because she can't get that high, but.
So then the light that we were seeing, is that right here? Like, now I don't know. Now I'm just like wondering, was that staged?
Well, what is this from, Daisy? What is this? This is from the person who took a picture by the tower.
This is a picture of her standing in front of the tower on the ground, taking a picture.
And the camera. Okay, the camera is supposedly on the tower.
And on the vantage point side.
On the opposite side. Okay.
Yeah.
This is supposedly the view that we've been looking at.
Yeah,
all
to
these
be honest, I
videos.
think this looks better.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
does.
it does. It really does.
And that's her explanation at the top that I was reading to you earlier, Stormy, about so these images are ground level. And she was like, compare these to the actual video footage, and they're really close. There's no way that footage is actually from a camera on the tower, because you would be able to see up and over the first landmass to clearly see the road into the water. And then that's when it says the camera was probably placed in a tree near the tower, about 5 to 10 feet from ground level, and filmed from there, not from the tower.
That's so weird.
That is. I mean, I have one person in mind that I could think of, but I don't know. Did you send me anything else, Sleuthy? Did we lose Sleuthy?
She might have minimized the screen. Oh, there she is.
I walked away. I was putting the clothes
Oh,
up.
yeah, she did. Okay.
Yeah, I'm afraid to minimize the screen because I don't know what happens, because I did that earlier and that's when I couldn't hear you when I came back. So I'm afraid to go look at anything else because I'm on my phone.
Oh,
so
you're on your
I'm
phone.
afraid I'm afraid to minimize it and go anywhere else because I don't really know how this works. This is my only experience in StreamYard.
I know. See, this is my issue is I'm on two computers, because when I do it on one, it like my MacBook gets overheated. But I was talking to Scott H, and he was like, giving me tips and stuff. And so if you do it like this, you can bring up your pictures or your, whatever you're screen sharing on one computer, and then look at the chat and stuff on the other. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm not good at multitasking.
It's all good. You're practicing.
Yeah, practicing. It's not like there's a bunch of people in here, so.
Yeah, I just wanted to get like because I'm not trying to share something I'm not trying to share. Trying to share my screen.
Would you want to share this?
Right.
Yeah, so she said, and I'm about to send you the other ones. Those are the Alder Hill and Truckee. Now I'm going to send you the ones where the camera is. Hold on.
Oh, okay, I see it right here. Okay, let me go get the other one. Oh, it's gonna bring up my dang messages. See, I hate that.
And
Oh,
the
that's
thing
interesting. So there's like an entire neighborhood in between it and the spot.
Hold on, I'm gonna bring up the other one that she had sent me too. This one, let me bring it over, zoom out, and then share.
And the thing with this is that I'm assuming that when you get to the top, she said when you get to the top of Alder Hill, there is a huge gate that drops down and it becomes a private road. Huge rich people's homes. At the top of the private road is a court. There's a small fire road from there that is blocked by a metal gate. I had to walk from there up to the towers. So you can't like drive up to it.
Oh, wow.
And oh my gosh, there's so much here, but basically, so that is like when you punch in Alder Hill, that's what comes up. And then here, I believe, see, this is like totally different. Wait till I show you this. This is totally different.
Okay, so you sending me another one?
Yeah, now this is the ones that I'm going to send you now are where this camera is supposed to be, like per the site. The site says this is where it's at.
Okay, I see it. It's coming in. 1, 2. I didn't get it yet. It showed that you were typing or sending it, and it didn't come through.
It will. My internet's slow.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I think it's interesting to think about when looking at all this stuff, just to keep it, in your mind about perspectives being skewed. And, like I said, I'm not discounting it, but I don't know, just the way that things line up and whatnot. It's just,
Definitely. Well, that's the problem with us, putting overlays on it, right? It is,
mhm,
I mean, so it's obviously going to be a little bit different, but
right. And I do worry about that. I worry about your
mhm.
own, like, not, our own, whoever's own manipulation to it, creating more of a distortion, maybe. Because I did read about some people thinking that they saw like water splashing. And I'm like, that is way too
Yeah.
far to see such a thing. So I wouldn't call it that. I would call that extreme blurred light diffraction, not water, like it's
I
too far away to
definitely
say
thought,
splashing.
I
So,
know I've said that at some point because I thought it was too.
So
yeah,
this is
there's
the
just no
actual
way.
Alder.
Hmm?
So this is the actual Alder Hill camera.
Yes.
Okay, and so where's the lake?
Just do another one. You'll get it in a minute.
Oh,
It's not the right lake
Daisy.
though. It's still not. It's still not right.
I was like, what the heck?
But I guess her point is like
Uh,
basically what she was saying is they're putting out the coordinates. They're saying this is the location of the tower
mhm.
on the website, and so you know how sometimes it'll show you like the V of what it's viewing in its view at that moment, and she's basically saying it's not even on the same hill. Um,
That's
it's
so
on
weird.
this hill, which is further away. It's not even in Truckee.
What the heck? So what the heck is really going on?
It's such a random camera. Again, why is the Tahoe Donner one? Why doesn't it like spin around and look at
Right?
its lakes? That's just doesn't make any sense. And it's closer.
Yeah, when y'all were saying Donner, I was like, wait, Donner was in a different area. But then again, when I saw the footage, I was like, oh, well, wait, that makes much more sense. Why wouldn't it be that one? Let's see.
So right there is the dropped pin that she used the coordinates to, yeah, because you know the coordinates on the bottom of the.
Oh, yeah, of the camera thing at the bottom.
I can't see the top of it, but Truckee is right above Tahoe City. So like,
Right here.
I mean, like, look how far away that is.
That is very far.
It's such a random
Yes, it
camera.
is.
That's weird.
And what have we looked at any video footage from that camera? You have to fill me in. I'm so confused
You
about
mean the Tahoe
what the
Donner
footage
one?
I've seen. Yeah,
No,
that's not the footage we've been looking at that everybody's been
no,
posting. Okay,
no. Yeah, we've been looking at this Alder Hill one.
right.
Okay, so the Alder Hill, the one everyone's been using for the overlay and everything, which camera is that supposed to be?
Alder Hill.
Yeah.
But Alder Hill, I don't know. That's this one, right? Where the pin is?
Yes.
That's so weird.
Well, that's the core. That's where it's saying that it is. But she
Right.
went to the Alder Hill that's there, which would be right. It would be the one where people are saying it's like 2 miles away. Would be the one she was at, and it's not that pin. That is not where it's at. She didn't go all the way out there.
Oh yeah, that can't be. I see what you're
Right.
saying. Yeah, that's like South Lake Tahoe.
Yeah, because look, you have like Incline Village, all the like surrounding areas, and then the pins down here. So no wonder you were like, I need to figure this out. It's so freaking confusing.
I was needing to like lay it all out and just kind of look at it because I just, you know, it has to be footage from something, regardless, right? I mean, it is the lake
Right.
Right.
because I
And
did look at it earlier in the day.
mhm. So part of the only compelling part, well, I mean, it was all very interesting, but the interesting part was on somebody's view, I don't remember who posted it, but you could see for a split second on that particular second frame, you could see the headlights. You could see two lights pointing towards the camera. And then nothing. And the rest of it is just one big white light. But for a split second, you do see two. You see two headlights, like as if the car is facing the camera. So I thought that was interesting because it follows along the line of what they say, that she came down that road and then took a whatever it was, a left or a right that she shouldn't have taken. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well,
I thought that was interesting.
She made two wrong turns.
Yeah.
I have
it's not just
I have a question.
Right.
I have a question that might be stupid. It might be a stupid question, but when, some of the footage or screenshots of that camera that was posted during the day was in color. Okay. Mm-hmm. Is that correct? Because
it's because they were doing an overlay. So what they were doing was taking like a daylight image of the same exact angle
of the same camera.
Yeah, I can show you my overlay. I made one. I took a picture from like 3:00 that afternoon.
Okay, so my question is, at night, shouldn't it be color as well, and we would see red brake lights? Or no?
No. Like the trail cameras.
Okay.
I have trail cameras that are colored in the day and then just black and white at night.
Black and white at night. Okay.
Yes.
So see, so this site that we were looking at, is this one legit?
Okay, so on this alert, California, this one should still be up. She's saying, and I'm just going through my DM right now, and she's saying that Alder Hill is not even a camera here.
Because it doesn't come up as active, but when you click on inactive cameras, then we can bring it up. But the little clock thing isn't here anymore.
You have to go to alert. You have to go to alert. Wait a minute. What is this? What is this website address?
This one is the Alert California.
So this is right. alertca.live. I swear to God, Zav was just on it. But I think it might be up for some and not for others. I'm really not sure, but
So when I click on show, I have show offline cameras, and then Alder Hill is here. Wait, why does it look like this?
So
what's the Wi-Fi thing?
Where do you see that?
Offline?
I don't know. See, even when I do this, I don't know. I wasn't doing this the other day.
No, the other day it had the clock, and I want to say it this doesn't even show you where the camera. I mean, it has that, but it doesn't have like a dot or anything. Go to that. Is Tahoe Donner on there? Go to all cameras, maybe.
It's like nothing is coming up. Let me go back.
Click the arrow.
Okay, wait. Which one you were looking for? Donner?
Yeah, go to the Tahoe Donner one. See what that's looking like.
It also says in the chat, Snazzy says, I thought Tahoe Donner was about 6 miles out, and Alder Hill was just over 2 miles from Prosser. That's what I was wondering about, the different mileage, the distance.
Yeah.
But the coordinates of the camera does not match the actual Alder Hill cameras.
Right.
It puts it way out there. Where the hell's the Tahoe Donner one?
That's what I'm trying to find.
I was going to say, wow, that is a lot of cameras.
It is. Oh, okay. Hold on. Yeah, right here.
There's supposed to be only 30, but also.
See, that one shows offline also.
What?
When I go back, look at it. This is the same thing that shows up on Alder Hill.
That's weird.
Click on one of these, like click around and see if you can pull archives for any of these. This looks totally different than the other.
It is. And there's no little clock thing.
Click on the date and time there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me
See
try
if
this one.
No, I don't. Oh, wait, click it again. Right in the bottom. I don't know. Click it on the bottom one. I don't know.
Well, this is like the camera. I don't know what it's doing. This is like just one. When I click on that one camera, this is all I can do. And I have this little cross thing.
Yeah, but Cammie,
What
I don't remember ever seeing anything on the Tahoe Donner one.
This is weird. Why is the Tahoe Donner off on? This is what I get.
Now, if you can't pull any archives on any of these cameras, then that makes sense what that guy was saying earlier, which was that the archives were something that we weren't supposed to be able to see. Like it was some kind of glitch after they did their rollout. And that's why they took it down.
What was the other one? Alert fire. I'm going to go.
That's so weird.
Yeah, because on this site, the alert wildfire, you can't find anything. You can't do archives or anything.
So the archives were available for a couple months, and then now they're not.
So weird. Now, where do we go?
I don't know, ladies. It's just very interesting. I'm trying to keep up with y'all, but y'all deep dive, and I'm trying to keep up. So it's just,
I mean, the way I see it is I would not be surprised if it's not real. I mean, let's be real. I just would not be surprised.
Right.
There's Cammie. She says they took them both down because of us looking into Kiely's case.
Someone else was looking at Tahoe Donner. She found it. She's going to text the link. Thank you, Cammie. I feel like I briefly clicked on it and then like realized that that's not what everyone was looking at because it was like too high, I feel like, or maybe it was the opposite side. I can't remember, but I do know I clicked on it at some point, but I got off of it.
Cammie, are you sending it to my DMs and Twitter? I'm going to put this here for Cammie. If you want to come up, you can.
That's what I was just going to say, Cammie. You want to come up and replace me when I go to bed because I'm just here for moral support and to to catch up. Basically, y'all are catching me up.
I'm going to go to bed here soon too, but I do want to do a live about we were talking earlier about the little clips from Megan's different interviews and stuff, and
I'm going to work on that tonight more because I'm only like 4 minutes in and I have so many clips. Check your DMs on Discord. I sent you some there, but I'm going through that one tonight. So maybe like by sometime tomorrow afternoon or whatever, we can go over that.
Which ones are? So I'm still working on the one with Michelle. I told you that, the one with Michelle Sutton.
Yeah, that's the one I'm doing too. But I think I'm gonna, since you're doing that one, I'm gonna go to Icket Mails like the first time she called in and put it on slow-mo and work on that one.
Yeah, and then there was a lot of differences between Michelle's and Captain Kurt.
Yeah, there was a lot. She contradicts herself in all of them.
Oh, and I didn't tell you. So then I got a DM from somebody who was like, I just wanted to share this with you. But I'm not going to say anything out loud, but she's like, the Daisy that's been in the chats is not Daisy, is not her daughter Daisy. And I was like, what? And
Huh?
she went and she messaged Daisy on Facebook and was like, why were you saying those awful things to me in that chat on YouTube? And she was like, I wasn't on YouTube today. I've literally been in class all day. I'm sorry someone was saying that stuff to you.
Sorry.
Mhm.
Yeah, I did see the name Daisy like more than once. One of them has like Daisy 3, and then there's like another one where it's just Daisy.
It's Daisy. I want to say like Daisy Death, but I don't think that's it. But it's like Daisy,
Oh gosh.
Daisy something, and she was talking shit to me the other day. But I did see the post on AWP's Instagram. Jagger was listening to mine. I jumped in. I was hopeful he would message me
I
back.
wish that we could get him. Oh my gosh, that would be awesome.
Yeah, what are you talking about? I missed that.
He commented on one of AWP's videos today that had like nothing to do with Kiely and was like still clout chasing.
Oh, okay.
And then he went back and forth with them. Like they weren't even replying, but he was going back and forth with other people in the threads and was like, AWP needs to message me privately so we can basically so he can find out what they have. He'll tell them what he has and they can try to figure out whatever happened. But he believes it's an accident. But he wants to know what they have. I mean, he's fishing for it.
Yeah, pretty shady.
I think he's shitting himself.
Yeah, that's pretty shady.
Yeah.
Hi,
I think.
Jamie.
Hi, guys.
Oh, hey, Cammie.
Hey,
It was a
Cammie.
different voice. I was like, who the hell?
So, yeah, I did see, though. Did you see what Doug said to him? That was pretty funny.
Oh, I did.
Oh, I was dead. He said something like, thanks for
He said, thanks for the
supporting me."
continued support.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
I was like, yep, there
Wow.
you go. Perfect.
Y'all want to, Sleuthy, are you wanting to go or do you want to watch this overlay video?
You can put it on. I'm going to finish the laundry. You put it on.
Okay.
Go to Wix.com and set up.
This video contains subject matter that may be offensive and disturbing to some people. That has a YouTube channel, STMKB. He made me
Is there a certain
aware of
timestamp?
another camera that is
yeah.
filming
Pretty much the whole thing is
a
just
different
this.
angle road that curves around like a Y.
So see, Stormy, this is why it looks so like lit up because he used the daytime image and lined it up. And then this is where he, he played that night's footage from the archives.
Where if you took a right, you'd go right into the water. It's to the water. But there's a curve that goes around. And that's what a lot of these cars are going on. And now I'm going to zoom in. And again, right here. Right in this spot right
Your
there
video's echoing,
is
Daisy.
where a car went. See, there must be a vehicle
Yeah,
there.
maybe if you mute the mic, it'll be okay.
Oh, okay. Let me do that real quick.
Yeah, I watched this one, and yeah, this is another one that I'm talking about. Yeah,
in the day, actually, is what I use the still frame from.
This one's actually a little clearer because you can see her headlights on the other side as well.
right. So he goes through that, and he keeps showing
so
it
this is
over and over again that you can see the headlights across the river, the lake.
You can almost see a splash as well. It's creepy.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand. I don't understand how they're zooming in and overlaying it to see it so clearly compared to the original footage. It blows my mind.
I think they've done like screen recordings and then they zoom in on the recording.
Something like that, yeah. It's interesting, especially like you said, the lights reflecting off the trees across the way. Daisy, did you see that?
Yeah, and I could actually I thought that I could see that on the other camera too, the Alder Hill one. At first, but I wasn't really sure. But after seeing it on this one, yeah, you can see it pretty clearly.
But Cammie, have you gotten a chance to look at Sleuthy's latest tweets about the camera stuff?
I have not. I've been gone all day long.
Okay, because there's a local person. We don't know who it is. They don't want to be named or whatever, but they hiked up to the camera area. Sleuthie can explain it, but that's what we were trying to figure out because
But I mean, who is this local? Is this yet another friend of Sammy's, though?
I don't know.
I mean, that's my initial question. Like, what is their motivation? Why would they do this?
I don't know, but their perspective when they hiked up, like they took photos from the ground level, and you could see. I think more from ground level than where the camera was supposedly at, which I guess apparently the camera was facing the opposite direction, is from what I understand. Is that correct?
Well, that camera moves.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's why. But yeah, the pictures that were posted were from the ground level, and you could really see really closer than I thought. This is mind
It's
blowing
so
to me.
confusing. Yeah.
It might.
I know.
The difference in distance could be depending on how high that camera is on the pole. I'm not sure. I haven't seen any of this yet, but if you can see. Okay, so think of like a right triangle, right? If you're on, I have to think about this now.
You have
So the
crackling
distance. What's
in
that?
your mic. It's like crackling in your mic for me. Is it doing that for anybody else?
Sorry, it's probably, as Sleuthie calls it, Walmart internet.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just
I'm
a
about as
little
far
bit
away
when
from
Cammie
my
talks. Yeah, I did hear it crackle a little bit.
oh,
We
Sleuthie
lost
left.
Sleuthie, I think.
Yeah, she was probably gonna go.
That's
to sleep.
as soon as she said Walmart internet, it happened.
Oh, I'm gonna show you Cammie real quick.
Okay, is it any better?
No, it's still crackling, but it's not horrible. It's just us in here. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to pop off soon. I gotta go night, but
Okay.
I'll listen for a little while. Like I told
Okay.
Daisy earlier, Cammie, I was like, I'm here for moral support and just to help her test out all this stuff.
Yeah, it's so
and to
like
learn.
yeah. But this is the tweet, Cammie, that she got, and then I'll click on each picture because she has descriptions. But watch. So like this one, she put. Oh crap! Hold on, bear with me.
I was gonna say, Daisy, your messages were visible again. So just FYI.
Oh, it's just because I have her thing in the background. It's fine.
Yeah, it was just off to the side. So I just wanted you to know.
Yeah, it's just about the stream. It's okay. So there are two towers, and then this one's lined up the closest to Prosser, but there's no cameras on this one. If I'm facing the two towers and Prosser Lake is to my right, this tower is at about 2 o'clock. The next tower she's going to show is about 10 o'clock position. And again, the above tower is more in line with Prosser at about a 2 o'clock position. But this tower doesn't have a camera.
Okay.
And then this one. This is the one that has a camera. You can see the small building below the tower, and the tower from the first picture is towards me on the right on the hill. So like you're looking at this one, you can see the camera right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely see the camera.
And then let's see her other one. So this is the one. Okay, so like this image right here, she took from ground level. This is what she says about it.
That's what I was talking about, Cammie. Look at how clear and close that looks from ground level. I thought that was interesting. But I mean, I'm not sure how far that camera is supposed to be from the spot. I know that one of them was 6 point something miles and another one was 2 point something miles. Which
Well,
one is that supposedly?
I measured on their website, the Alert California one.
Mm-hmm.
I measured, and it was like 2.35 miles to the Alder Hill one from the spot where she went into the water.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we don't know what kind of camera this person has either. If she's out there with a Nikon, of course it's going to look better.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But what I was saying before, like if you think about, a right triangle, the angled position, like if you imagine that the upright part of the right triangle is the tower, that angled position is a lot longer. So
Mm-hmm.
from distance to take that picture than it would be if you're standing on the ground at the tower.
Yeah, because these are
Yeah.
all ground level. And she was saying right here, like where this tree kind of is, this is the area where she went off the road. But this is taken from ground level.
Right. So actually we would end up seeing a lot less because there's trees in the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. That's what Sleuthy was saying, that tree is in the way.
Right.
And we would see more. And see, I thought that where she went in was beyond that and that little sliver, in the background, but I was wrong. So my point is, perspective is really skewed when you're looking at stuff like this, especially when you don't know, like me, I've never been there. I don't know what I'm looking at. And the footage being dark and nighttime with daytime overlaid over it, it's
Yeah.
just, I don't know, it's interesting. It's a lot of manipulation, but it's also, it makes sense. I mean, it's I see it.
Right.
um
Well, and I've personally gotten so used to looking at that area on maps that
mhm,
I just recognize it as the right area.
right,
I can tell
yes,
exactly where that spot would be.
yeah. And you see, I was confused. I was like, oh, it's that little sliver in the back, because I may not have been looking at it as much as,
Yeah,
I
that
can't
other little
recognize it
peninsula.
from that kind of angle. I can recognize it from the, like, a satellite image, but
Right.
yeah, that's interesting.
I've just gotten to know the shape of that lake.
I
Yeah.
know. Okay, I'm about to show you.
And Court replied in the chat.
Yeah,
She says, do your thing. I'm just listening and trying to understand this camera stuff.
we are trying to understand it too, Court. It's very confusing. Okay,
Now, I really wish that Sleuthy could have stuck around a little because I'm kind of the opposite persuasion. I would be very surprised if this was faked. Extremely surprised. Simply because these are government run. It's a government website.
That's what I was asking earlier. Who runs it? Like, what department runs it? And why didn't the police look at it prior to, like, or did they? I mean, they may have, but how come it just surfaced 2 months later? I don't get that.
I mean, they may have looked at it, but obviously they wouldn't let us know. But I don't know exactly who it is that runs it. It's I know it's like a university research program thing. So
Right. And like I said earlier, if the police may have very well looked at it, but they were looking at it as is, the raw, dark footage, and they
right,
may have missed it, or maybe they did see it, and we're looking at, people who have gone in and put overlays over it, daytime overlays, and made it very, very clear to what you're seeing, and it's so obvious and it looks so clear. The police didn't do that. you know it's
right?
people that did that. They're just looking at the raw footage, if they looked at it,
right.
at all. But I feel like
That
if they would have,
could be,
I don't know, this is a whole big thing. I mean, if they I mean, she went missing They knew she was missing August 6th, and she was missing for 16 days. And I feel like the first thing that they would have looked at is all the cameras in all the areas, if there were any that existed. So I feel like they should have known that these fire cameras existed and that they would have viewed them. And if they did, and they could kind of tell what they were looking at, then they could see that some vehicle went into the water. They would have seen the same thing that we saw, right? And saw a light and go into the water, and would have known, or should have known, that maybe that's where she was. And then the fact that didn't happen makes me think they didn't look at the footage, which, I mean, that's unfortunate. That's a whole nother story of incompetence,
Right. Well, it's kind of like, the way I'm looking at it is either they didn't know about it, because I think they probably were looking for traffic cameras, looking hard on the roads, not really looking, of other forms of cameras. Or if they did see it, they may be of the persuasion that a lot of people are. Oh, that's just a car driving down to the water's edge and shutting their lights off. But it doesn't take that long for lights to go off. And then also
and
not doing the overlay and stuff, and it being, people like us that did that kind of thing. It's kind of just like the AWP coming in and doing their thing. That the detectives that were on that were not, they're not IT people, they're detectives. So they might not have to do that.
Right. Exactly.
How do I do this? Touching. Trying to show her the other one.
There is one other possibility, which I typically don't get into this kind of conspiratorial thinking, but there's the other possibility that they saw it, they knew where she was, but they're trying to protect somebody. So,
yep.
Right. And that goes in line with the fact that they searched that lake and didn't see the vehicle.
Well, I mean, we're told that they searched that lake. We don't know that they did. What we know is that they put surface divers in and told them not to go any further out than 25 feet.
Yeah, that's sketchy.
Which does not make sense to me, because I don't have a cell phone further than 25 feet any day of the week. So if they truly were...
Yeah, because I feel like, I
could have gone further.
I'm sorry. Right. And I feel like where the car was, and the fact that you could see it from the aerial footage, the drone footage from AWP, if they did search that spot, they should have seen the car. So that's, if they did look at this footage, that's just another thing to add to that theory that they're trying to cover something up, because they all, people already think that they should have found that car, which they should have. I mean, I agree. They should have found that car. And there was supposedly evidence that they searched that area, but I don't know how accurate it is. I've seen pictures that people posted where it showed divers in that area.
Right. So, those surface divers, though, and they were told not to go any further than 25 feet from shore, and she was 55 feet. So,
okay.
So this picture, Sleuthy said the girl sent her, this pin drop is the exact coordinates that we were watching the footage of the car supposedly going in. That this is where the actual Alder Hill camera is. So that I was like so confused.
Well, sorry, I'm on my cell phone, so that picture is about an inch and a half wide, so I can't see.
Right.
If you look at it, it's like, I don't know. I was like, where's the freaking lake?
Yeah, it's really far from the lake. I don't think that's accurate.
Like,
well, I mean, that says Alder Hill Mountain Peak. That doesn't say Alder Hill camera.
Right. I don't think that's where the camera is.
Yeah, I don't think that's where the camera is. That doesn't make any sense.
But
Okay,
too,
hold-
Cammy, I wanted to ask you, why were they told not to go further than 25 feet?
Yeah,
Why would they be told that?
that's what baffles me. The only thing that I can think of is that, I mean, they're just, because they're supposed to be just looking for the cell phone, and they're surface divers. So the further you get out, the deeper that water is. They're not going to be able to see much anyway if they're on the surface. So maybe
Right.
that's why. But like I said, it even even looking for a cell phone, that 25 feet limit doesn't make sense to me, because I could throw a cell phone more than 25 feet any day of the week. So
Right.
if
And a
somebody takes
surface,
the edge of the water and chucks that thing,
Mhm.
it could be anywhere.
it could be anywhere and it's going to sink to the bottom, no matter where you are.
Exactly. So
So,
it was about the fact that 25 feet out was about the furthest they could go and continue to be able to see the bottom as a surface diver. I'm not sure.
that's just stupid. Yeah, that's unbelievable.
So this one is also the pin where the camera or where that footage was coming from. So you remember when we were watching the footage, how it shows the the coordinates at the bottom? This is what she copied, and this is where that camera would be. So if you're looking at it, look how far away from Truckee it is.
Yeah,
There's
that's super
no way
far. I don't think that cannot be where the
So
camera.
these
there's
coordinates right
no way
here,
no.
yeah, that's what I don't understand.
I took screenshots while I was watching those videos. I'll go back tonight and look and see, because I didn't see coordinates on the bottom. So I don't know. Maybe I
I
have no.
think it does. Like at the very bottom where we would stream, it would be down there. Like it would show where it showed the time and everything, and the little black banner at the bottom. That's
Yeah.
where, yeah.
I'll have to charge up my laptop and check that out tonight.
Yep. Well, I don't think we know any more than we did earlier. It's just more confused.
I know, but it's interesting. It's fun to talk about it and kind of get, get
Yeah.
get ideas and get a handle on what's going on. So, but
But
I'm
that,
gonna go because I got to go to bed. So
okay,
it was
good night.
lovely talking to y'all. And
I love talking to you too.
yeah. So I'll
Good,
talk to y'all tomorrow. All right.
have a
Good
good night.
night.
So yeah, that last picture though, there's no possible way that that camera was there, because it, not only would you not see the Prosser Lake at all,
Mm-hmm.
you would see that other one in front of it, and it's not
Yeah.
possible what that is.
Okay, and then you remember how SF dropped the link, and his link was like to alert wildfire, not alert California, where we where we were able to get the archives.
Right.
Watch, I'm gonna show you this that Sleuthy also posted.
I'm kicking myself for not having my laptop with me and charged up right now.
We didn't know we was gonna do this. Sleuthy was like, let's just figure it out, let's do it. I just need to talk about it. So this is a link. She said this is the link to, like, this is the article that comes up when she clicked on. I'd have to go back and see what link, but it talks about the camera system and how they launched a new site. September 27th, they put this article out. So, and then look, it says exact launch date is not available yet, but our developers are working on it. So then what were we looking at?
I mean, we were looking at it way later than that date. So, but also I had seen a link that was a beta site, but that beta site you can't get the archives on. So,
Yeah. This is her tweet that she put up with that. So she says, we're looking at footage from 8/6/2022. The site and cameras weren't even up and running or announced until over a month later.
But did that article actually say the cameras weren't running? Or did it say the site wasn't up?
Let's go back and see.
Because I'm pretty sure that those cameras have been there for quite a while, and they probably just made a new website.
Okay, so the Alert Wildfire camera system has launched a new site where people can access live camera footage across the state to stop and observe wildfires. So this came out September 27th, and then he put that tweet out October 5th.
Okay, so the site was already up, although, this article says that the site wasn't up yet. But that doesn't mean that the cameras weren't up. The cameras were up long before.
August. But is it an accurate camera? Because with the other picture, it shows like the trees in the way. So that's where I'm confused.
Well, that's the trees are in the way from a person standing on the ground. That camera is at the top of a very high tower.
Yeah.
So those trees wouldn't be in the way anymore. That's why I had said think about it as in terms of like a right triangle. If the bottom part of the triangle is the ground, and then the upright part is the tower, that camera is at the top of that tower looking down at an angle.
Right. Yeah.
So that's why it makes it further away, because it is a longer distance when you're going from higher in the air.
Oh my gosh. I don't know what to think.
Thanks for a tweet, I guess, and I'll reply some of those things to Sleuthy later.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna I'm gonna go back and listen to some of the Megan conversations, and we're gonna do a live on that. I don't know, either tomorrow or Thursday.
Okay. Let me know ahead of time. Maybe I can join you. But
yeah, I'll definitely let you know. This was unplanned.
So hopefully I'll be able to get in there with you.
We'll figure it out, because I definitely want you here.
I'd like to be. I always feel bad when I, come home from all of my gallivanting around and find a live link.
No worries. I know it gets busy.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and end this stream.
Okay. Y'all have a good night.
Thank you for joining. Thank you, Court, for joining us. All right, guys. See you later.
Good night, y'all. Bye.
Night. Bye.